this video, we will explore how AI reflects and sometimes magnifies existing inequalities in our world. First, let's look at economic and power inequality. Companies like Google, OpenAI, Amazon, or Baidu, these few tech giants control most of the world's data and computing power. That means they get to decide how AI is built, what it gets trained on, and who it serves. This kind of control isn't just about business, it's also about power. Scholars call it digital colonialism when companies in rich countries take data, labor, and value from other parts of the world but don't share the benefits. Take the Amazon Echo device. It may look like a simple voice assistant, but behind it is a global supply chain. Rare earth metals mined in Congo, parts assembled in factories in China, and data processed in the US. It's a web of power, profit, and pollution. Now let's talk about a second kind of inequality, access to AI education. To truly take part in the AI world, people need more than coding skills. They need digital literacy, the ability to understand, question, and critique technology. But here's the problem. Millions of young people don't even have stable internet. In countries like India or Kenya, students use AI-powered apps every day, from camera filters to voice typing, but rarely get to create or shape these tools themselves. This gap is called the AI education divide. If only a few countries innovate while others just consume, we are reinforcing old global hierarchies in a new digital form. Finally, there's a narrative inequality, or simply who gets to tell the story of AI. Most of what we read or hear about AI comes from large technology companies that frame it as magical, neutral, and inevitable. But this narrative hides whose voices are missing. A powerful example of this comes from research by Kate Crawford and Vladimir Holler in Anatomy of an AI System, 2018. Their analysis of the Amazon Echo traces a hidden human, environmental, and labor costs behind a single smart device, revealing how dominant corporate narratives present AI as seamless as intelligent, while masking the extraction of natural resources, low-paid, global labor, and surveillance practices that sustain it. This example reminds us that who tells the story of AI shapes what we see and what remains invisible. A cross-cutting layer, climate and environmental inequality. Training large AI models consumes vast electricity, water, and rare minerals. In 2019, University of Massachusetts Amherst researchers trained several large language models and found that training a single AI model can emit over 626,000 pounds of CO2, equivalent to the emissions of 5 cars over their lifetimes. Meanwhile, data centers in drought-prone regions use millions of liters of water for cooling. So we ask, is it just to spend scarce resources on image generators while millions lack clean water or energy? This brings us to climate justice, fairness between regions and generations. These forms of inequality, power, education, narrative, and climate are all linked. One problem makes the others worse. When only a few control technology, fewer people get a real chance to learn or have their voices heard. Biased stories can justify unfairness, and harm to the environment makes life harder for those already at a disadvantage. This is why the idea of data justice matters. It means making sure data and AI are used in ways that are fair, accountable, and include everyone, not just the lucky few. Let's pause for reflection. Think about the technologies you use every day. Social media, translation tools, ride-hailing apps. Have you ever noticed a time when they didn't work the same for everyone? For example, maybe your language isn't an option, or some people can't access the app at all. It's free for some, but some others have to pay. Think about how you might redesign the tool to make it fairer or more inclusive. The big question you may wonder is, can AI ever be fair if it learns from an unequal world and if it is largely designed by private companies for commercial purposes? There's no easy answer, but awareness is a first step. When we recognize how AI reproduces injustice, we can push for policies, education, and design choices that promote equality. See the invisible. Design for fairness.